The Infinix Note 50 Pro or Tecno Camon 40 Pro, they are both new, flashy, packed with features, but after using them side by side, I can tell you right now, one of them is clearly better. And I'm not just talking specs, I mean real world usage, camera performance, battery life, build quality, and those AI features everyone is hyping right now. If you're trying to decide on which one to buy between these two phones, then sit back, relax as we break everything down. Both phones come with everything in the box, including a lovely case, not the regular silicone case we see all the time. The protective case of the Infinix Note 50 Pro has built-in magnets for wireless charging, while that of the Camon 40 doesn't have that, but it still looks good. We have a 90-watt charging brick inside the box of the Note 50 Pro, while the Camon 40 Pro comes with 45 watts charging brick. Now, for the price, I paid 365,000 naira for the Infinix Note 50 Pro or thereabouts, while it cost me around 353,000 naira to get the Camon 40 Pro, the slightly cheaper. In dollars, that's somewhere around $220 to $230 for both phones. I have the base model of both phones here with me, which means I have 8 gigs RAM and 256 gigs of storage space. I don't think there are other models for both phones, and you also can't expand the storage space on both phones. I feel 256 gigs of storage space should be enough for you to store most of your files. Now, the goal this year for me is to cross 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, so it will mean a lot for me if you subscribe to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Now, for design and build quality, both phones are looking good, but for me, I prefer the boxy design of the Infinix Note 50 Pro. It appears a bit more mature to me, and it sits well in my hand. It's actually more comfortable than the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. Now, the Camon 40 Pro is curved on the side, and some people might prefer it. We can't all be the same. The frame on the Infinix Note 50 Pro is made of metal. It's actually like that flagship level metal frame that we have here, and the Camon 40 Pro is made of plastic. The camera arrangement at the back of both phones is unique, and quickly in the comment section, let me know the one you prefer in terms of the camera design. Both phones have two cameras at the back and some LED light that blinks for notification. The active halo light on the Infinix Note 50 Pro actually doubles as a heart rate sensor and blood oxygen level tracker, while the Tecno Camon 40 Pro has IP68 and IP69 water and dust resistance rating, meaning it can survive longer in water. The Infinix Note 50 Pro only has IP64, and it's nowhere near what Tecno is offering you in terms of resisting water. The Camon 40 Pro is lighter in the hand, and you will notice it the moment you hold both phones side by side. While there is a dedicated one-tap button on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro, the button is merged with the unlock key on the Infinix Note 50 Pro. They both have stereo speakers, but I think the Infinix Note 50 Pro sounds better. Let me know what you think. Here is a sound test. For design and build quality, both phones look good, but I prefer the Infinix Note 50 Pro because it looks more premium and mature. Both phones have an under-display fingerprint scanner that is reliable and fast. This aspect is pretty much a tie. They are both optical fingerprint scanners, and you can rely on them to secure the phone and unlock it whenever you want. They also both come with face unlocking, but it's something that I don't personally use, and I'm not going to recommend you use it. In fact, I did not even bother activating them on both phones. It's not as secure as using the unlock mechanism to keep your phone safe. Both phones have a large 6.78-inch AMOLED display with 1080p resolution and 120 Hz refresh rate on the Camon 40 Pro, while we have 144 Hz on the Infinix Note 50 Pro. I don't think there is any phone within this price with such a high refresh rate. Scrolling feels a bit smoother on the Infinix Note 50 Pro, and it's not like the Camon 40 Pro is bad. It's just that the Note 50 Pro has a slightly higher refresh rate and the display feels a bit faster. The display on the Infinix Note 50 is flat, and we have a curved display on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. I don't know about you, but I prefer flat displays. Look at the bezels, they are both slim, but if you are nitpicking, then the bezels on the Infinix Note 50 Pro are a bit slimmer. I know it's something that is not going to affect your decision if you want to buy the phone. And we also have Corning Gorilla Glass 7 eye protection on the Camon 40 Pro, which is not available on the Infinix Note 50 Pro. As you can see, these phones are just kind of trying to outshine each other in different ways. Both phones have the always on display feature, and peak brightness outdoors on both phones is 1300 nits. Color appear bright and sharp on both displays, and you can't really take something away from the two phones in terms of color. Both displays are okay, but the Infinix has a bit of an edge here because of the slightly higher refresh rate, but every other thing seems to be the same. For performance, both phones are powered by the MediaTek Helio G100, which is a proven chipset at this price point. You're also getting the same RAM and storage on both phones, and I would say both Infinix and Tecno are generous with space and RAM at this price point. Performance is smooth and multitasking is also great on both phones. You can play games and they will run effectively without lag. This aspect has to be a tie because you can't really pick one over the other in terms of how they handle performance. Both phones are running on Android 15, and we have XOS 15 on the Note 50 Pro and HiOS 15 on the Camon 40 Pro. They are closer than you think and seem to be like clones. Animation feel the same. You also get the same level of customization on both phones. You get floating apps, split screen, and all those multitasking features you love on Infinix and Tecno phones. The Infinix is getting 2 years of Android updates, while we are getting 3 years of Android updates on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro. For software, the Tecno is ahead because it will outlast the Infinix in terms of getting Android support. Let's talk about AI, as it's the new frenzy on smartphones right now. Both phones come packed with a lot of useful AI features. You get second to search, document and call assistant on both phones. We have Folax and Ella as voice assistants on both phones, and they are both integrated with DeepSeek R1. Now, Tecno went a bit further to kind of add the video's voice as one of the voice assistants on the phone. The AI tools on both phones are helpful, and I casually play around with the text-to-sketch AI in the Notes app on both phones. This lets me just create something out of the blue and make me feel like I'm an artist. What's the point of AI on a phone if it can't let you edit images? Well, both phones have image eraser, and the AI image expander is only available on the Camon 40 Pro. Now, there's also a software update that was pushed that brought a new feature for images on the Camon 40, and this lets you kind of enhance the sharpness of pictures. For AI, I'm going to say that these phones are close. It's definitely a tie. There is nothing there are just a couple of AI features that are here that are not here. Both phones have a 50 megapixel main camera with optical image stabilization. They also come with an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens on both phones. And for selfie, we have 32 megapixel on the Note 50 Pro and 50 megapixel on the Camon 40 Pro. Pictures on the Note 50 Pro look better because it handles post-processing well. The images look more colorful even when you use the ultra-wide lens, and I won't say that the images on the Tecno Camon 40 Pro are bad. It's just that the Note 50 Pro handles colors and HDR better. Selfies are close, but the post-processing is just better on the Infinix. For video, you can shoot 2K 30 FPS, and here is how video look on both phones. For battery, both phones have a 5200 milliampere battery, which translates into good battery life. You can comfortably depend on both phones for an entire day of battery life, even if you are a demanding user. The Infinix Note 50 Pro supports 90 watts charging speed, and it takes around 40 minutes to charge the phone from 0 to 100. The phone also supports 30 watts wireless charging, and it can also reverse charge other phones, both wirelessly and wired. The Camon 40 Pro, on the other hand, supports only 45 watts charging, and it takes almost 50 minutes to charge the phone from 0 to 100, which is equally great. Most phones around this price don't even have up to 45 watts charging speed. The Camon 40 Pro also doesn't support wireless charging. For battery, the winner is the Infinix Note 50 Pro, and it's largely due to how fast the charging speed is on this phone. These phones are kind of matching each other head to head, and the Infinix Note 50 Pro seems to be offering a little bit more value for the price. The Camon 40 Pro is a bit cheaper, and we might just say that is why the Note 50 Pro is ahead, because you are paying slightly more to get this phone. But overall, I think the Note 50 Pro is ahead. What else would you like to know about both phones? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and I will be happy to see you in my next video.